registered in my subconscious that in this family, business is not our thing. But then I remember just doing an audit, of my life a couple of months ago, and I thought, why can't I do business? I just literally just sat. It was an epiphany for me, and I'm like, why can't I do business? Who said I can't? Hi, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Tehila Terrence. Have I forgotten how to do my intro? Been away for so long. It's your girl, Tehila Terrence, and here on this channel I post content on spoken word, on lifestyle. I create content that helps you make better choices and level up your life. If it's something that you're interested in, please keep on watching. Okay, so guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're new, what's up? How's you doing? So I'm going to talk about this, like a life update video, like as you can already tell from the title. I'm going to talk about why I left YouTube, why I'm back now, some of the things I've had to navigate through, starting a business. Yes, you heard me, I'm a business woman. Starting a business, getting a 9-to-5 and another one on the side, and how all of that, and where my head has been the past couple of months, so yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about adulthood and how it has been for me. Guys, I feel like there should be a place where you can unsubscribe to this adulthood thing, because it looks really glossy and beautiful on the outside until you get in and you're like, this is my life. Why didn't you guys tell me? So I wish that there's a place that you can unsubscribe to this adulthood thing, because it is a scam. They didn't tell us. You know how you see, for me, I don't know what it was like for you, where I see all of these classy aunties. She has her own handbag. Hey, she can do her own makeup. She can go whenever she wants, come back whenever she wants. All of that. I think one of the things that hit me the most about adulthood is the fact that the way that money finishes, like you wake up and you bring up you withdraw say 15,000 from your account, and then it just goes like, I'm like, what? It's just been crazy. And the other thing I think has really hit me with adulthood is the fact that 24 hours is so little. I don't want to delve into this so much about adulthood, because I know I'm going to do a separate video where I talk about the struggles of being an adult and what it has taught me. But just know that adulthood took me by surprise. The fact that I had to now start balancing life, finding a balance between work, between my business, between content creation, between my passion, between family, all of that can take a toll on a person. Another thing that has been going on with me, like I mentioned in the intro, is that your girl went and did a thing. I started a business. I feel like this has to be one of my, after spoken word and all of the achievements I've acquired over the years with spoken word, I think one of the things I'm also very proud of, or really glad that I delved into, is business. I started a business, guys. Now, it's a big deal for me because I never thought it was something I was ever going to do, right? So I always saw myself, Tehila, creative, spoken word, media, that's your kind of vibe, right? And I remember sometime my grandmother told me, in this family, we don't do business. Business is not our thing. So she said that to me. So somehow it was registered in my subconscious that in this family, business is not our thing. But then I remember just doing an audit, of my life a couple of months ago, and I thought, why can't I do business? I just literally just sat. It was an epiphany for me, and I'm like, why can't I do business? Who said I can't? Tehila, have you tried business before? No. Have you bought anything and tried to sell and you didn't get customers? I said no. I said, so how do you know that you don't, you cannot do business? And that's the person I really want to point out, is the fact that you need to sit and analyze your internal narrative. You need to sit down with yourself and analyze your internal narrative. What are the things that you have told you about you? You need to sit down and analyze it. Is it true? Is it fictional? Did I make that up in my head? What is it about? You've told yourself, I can never marry a rich man, or I can never own a business of my own, or I can never be that media personality. Oh, you look great, because that's what it was for me. I see people, especially women in business, and I'm like, go girl. It's not me though, but go girl. Until I sat with myself and said, Tehila, why not you? Why not you? Why can't you be the person who is buying and selling? Who said that you cannot, mix all the other things? Because I'm a multi-potentialist. I'm interested in so many things. It has been one of my greatest qualities, and yet one that has put me in the most distress, because I am interested in so many things at the same time. So after asking myself, I said, yes, you're a spoken word artist. Yes, you're interested in content creation. Yes, you are interested, you can do business. I can actually merge all of that. And of course, I heard people tell me, hey, spoken word is your thing, face spoken word. It's your high point. That's another thing I want to say to you. Be careful who you listen to, because even your friends, your family can mean well, but they could actually put a lead on what you can do. So I said to myself, yes, I'm a spoken word artist, but I have a right to want something else. I give myself the permission to want something else and to still be great at both of them. All I need to do is to find a structure that can balance these two. Do you understand? So if you want to do something, it's okay for you to want more. You're not greedy. Because that's one of the things I told myself. Am I greedy for wanting to do business? I wanted to do spoken word. I wanted to be a content creation. Am I greedy? I'm still running a 9 to 5. Of course, it was so much to handle. I will talk about that in just a moment. But the fact that I can tell myself that, you can do this. I'm going to say that to you. What is it that you're interested in? You can't do it. What have you told you about yourself? Have you said you're not beautiful enough? Says who? Have you said you're not smart enough? Says who? Have you told yourself that you're not business savvy? Says who? You can do it. You can do it. So analyze your internal narrative. It's very important. I think it's one of the most striking things that I've done for myself this year is the fact that I can just sit with myself. And there are a lot of people who are running away from themselves. You are running away. You're always busy. Always busy. What's the next thing? When you're not doing something, when you're just by yourself, you feel like there's something wrong. Just sitting with yourself can do you a world of good, because that's when you know, okay, why do I behave like this? I started to analyze myself. Why do I react like this? Why am I being violent to this person? Why am I being confrontational? Why am I being defensive? Just analyzing some of these patterns in your life to find out what it is that is stopping you from succeeding. Because I knew I wanted to do YouTube, I wanted to do business, I wanted to do all of these things, but consistency was a problem for me. So I had to ask myself, how can I hack consistency and make sure that at all times I am consistent? I'm going to talk about that in videos to come. I told you guys that we have things that are lined up. So so how can I set myself up to succeed, knowing that consistency is a problem for me, knowing that multitasking, I'm not the best at it? What can I do to ensure that I am productive regardless of these flaws that I have? So asking myself that question did me a world of good. I went ahead and I started the business, guys, and the progress has been remarkable. Oh God, you know how I think somewhere in the scripture when they say, what's that you have here? I think it was Moses when he needed to split the Red Sea. Yes, it was Moses. When he needed to split the Red Sea, and God says, what's that you have in your hands? Literally, that's what it was. Because for the longest, my finance was a challenge for me. I wanted to do so much. I know that's one of the challenges that multi-potentialists go through, is the fact that you need finance to do the things that you want to do, right? So finance was a challenge for me, and I began to think, what can I do? What can I do? So it was literally a case of what's that you have in your hands, because sometimes you need to give God a platform to multiply. You need to give God something to multiply for you. I mean, Jesus could have said, abracadabra, give me fish, give me bread. But he said, what do we have first? So I need to ask myself, what do I have? I knew that I was great at communication. I knew I could convince people to do stuff. I knew I had marketing skills. So the next thing I did was to go and research. I will talk about how you can start your own business and level up in your 20s. That too is in our content calendar for this month, so you stay tuned for that. So I began to do all those things, and I started with as little as I had. I started, and my goodness, in less than 3 months, I've had such growth that, oh my God, it has been so remarkable for me, and it's such a heartwarming experience, because I said I could do it, because I believed enough I believed enough to do it. I believed myself enough to step out of my comfort zone and do something for myself. It just, I'm not going to say more than if I get emotional, because it really went deep for me. The fact that I could do that, it went deep for me. So yeah, another thing, what else has Tehillah been up to? Tehillah started a job. I got a 9 to 5, beloved. Even though it's like I don't work throughout the week because of the other things. So I got a job that allows me to, do my content creation and still be there for my business. It was just like me throwing myself out and saying, I'm not going to be here and be afraid that I'm not going to achieve anything. Rather than just sit back and be scared, I'm going to put my best foot forward and throw my entire weight at it, you know. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I got a job because I didn't want to finish my business morning. The money cannot be quiet. I know at this stage in my business I can't just be drawing out. I know not to do that so I don't kill my business. So I needed another side hustle that, you know, that will give me money. The job has been going great. The business has been going great. I have been so like knee deep in personal development. I think that's why I took a break off social media, because you know sometimes there's this tendency to be so caught up in the noise that you forget that you have a life to build. I think there are a lot of people who have their, you know, have the mixed up. They're disillusioned about this social media thing. You have a great life on social media, but you're not really attentive to building a good life off social media. You know, so I realized that it was taking a huge chunk of my time, and I cannot give out when I'm not full, or at least when I don't have content. So I needed to take a step back, look, you know, I was on social media, but I wasn't creating content actively, just sparingly, because I needed to really develop myself. And of course, because I was starting a business, I needed to do a lot of research. I needed to find my suppliers. All of that was taking a toll on me, you know. But I've made up my mind that I will find balance. I am Tehillah. God created me to love all of these things. So I will not hate myself for being this person. Rather, I will find structures that will enable me to be effective as I do that. That's what I'm going to say to you. Yes, you're interested in the things you're interested in. Don't hate yourself, because it can be a lot, especially multi-potentialists. It can be a lot to want so much. It can be a lot because sometimes you know you have that burden of, today I come to mom and say, yo, I'm doing jewelry business. Oh, yo, tomorrow I want to be a content creator. Yo, I want to be on radio today. And you know, there's a tendency to look for people to look at you. There's a tendency for people to look at you and say she's not serious. But you just know that you are hungry for a lot of things. However, what I will tell you is this, that for everything there is a time and there is a season, right? So just understand that you have to do what you should be doing part-time. And don't take on too much, if not you'll be setting yourself up to fail, right? For example, I knew that I couldn't work throughout the week and still be able to manage my business and still be able to do content creation. So I said, okay, I work 2 times a week here. My business is round the clock, but I'll still create days. So when I'm off, I'm creating content. You know, so somewhere I thought about it and I created a structure that allowed me to excel. It would have been unrealistic for me to be working from Monday to Saturday. I still want to create content. I still want to do business. There are people who are gifted to do that. I just knew it wasn't me, right? So be realistic when you want to do stuff like that, and be sure that you have a program, not a program that's working for somebody else, a program that is tailored to you, that allows you to succeed. Okay? If you have not subscribed to my channel up until now, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every single time that I post a video. Please be sure to like and comment. These things help me and encourage me to still show up here and be the best me for you. Okay, so if you've not done that, do it. You want to skip without doing it, Abi? Hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Just hit it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. To be moved. I'm back.